Buenos Aires, home to Argentina's finest wines, Argentina's finest steaks, and of course Argentina's finest and only total wipeout course. 20 of Britain's finest and most upstandingest citizens, including a cheerleader, a former wrestler and a microbiologist, have journeyed from afar to take on the total wipeout course. 19 of them will crash and burn, but one will emerge victorious, like a phoenix from the flames. Well, a grilled chicken, to walk away with £10,000. Let the games begin. Welcome once again to Total Wipeout. And there's a very special atmosphere in here because, drumroll please, this is no ordinary edition. What? This is an ordinary edition? Well, I must have misread that email. Ooh, atmosphere's kind of turned in here. Never mind, I'll crack on. What's in store today? The Qualifier sorts the wheat from the chaff. Crash Mountain sorts the chaff from the other chaff. Dizzy Dummies spins the chaff around, then makes the chaff sick. And finally, the Wipeout Zone. Chaffing heck is scary. So, the course is ready. The contestants are ready. Amanda Byram's ready. My dinner's ready. I'm not eating that broccoli. Right, it's over to the course, where Amanda is waiting with the first contestant. This is 18-year-old Man Mountain Saeed from Bangladesh, via Birmingham.
You're not exactly the biggest chap we've ever had on the qualifier side.
Maybe not, but I don't think size matters. I've got speed. He's got speed. Speed's everything. I'm Saeed, and I'm going to show you how it's done!
Yeah, OK, go on then. How's it done? Yes. Oh, that's how it's done. Gotcha. Well, he's down the slide. Saeed's out of the water nice and quickly and now flying across the pontoons, heading straight for the first obstacle. It's the Crazy Keys, and like everything on the Total Wipeout course, it's all about getting from the start to the end, avoiding the water below and these planks that can smash into your face, like this. Well, surely he's so light he'll barely tickle those ivories. Oh, no. Still, doesn't matter. Up you get. Maybe he'll have more luck on the second set. On Saeed. Oh, nearly. Yes. Oh. Yes, he makes it across the second set of Crazy Keys. Well done, Saeed. Next, he faces the Sucker Punch, a wall of relentless mechanical boxing gloves. Is he man enough to defeat them? Well, apparently not, no.
The Sucker Punch has just punched one of his brain cells out.
Looks like he's got two for the price of one there. No extra charge. Next up for our Man Mountain, it's a modern-day version of David versus Goliath. Sort of. It's little Saeed versus the big red balls. Some tried to go over them. Some tried to go under them. And some even tried to go through them. The fools. Just look at the aggression on his little face now. He really means business. Can he do the double and make it across the big red balls too? Come on, Saeed! Oh! No, I thought it was too much to ask. Man Mountain Saeed only succeeds in launching himself into the water. Climbing up on the molecules now onto the ladder, Saeed has flown around the qualifiers so far, but now faces a new addition to the Total Wipeout course. Nobody quite knows what they are. Some think they might be an ancient astrological chart, whilst others suspect they may form part of a medieval calendar. To me, they look like a load of tyres wrapped in a bunch of colourful plastic. So what are we calling this? It's the, what? The ring-a-ding. Honestly, I've seen police call toys with scarier names than that. Introducing the ring-a-dings. Just 11 colourful hoops to go now for Saeed. Correction, just a swim and some stairs to go now for Saeed. Man Mountain Saeed gets round the course as fast as his little legs will carry him in 2 minutes and 59 seconds.
Bangladesh!
Yes, Bangladesh to you too, Saeed. Next to go, and no doubt inspired by Saeed's exploits, is 35-year-old childminder Rachel from Derbyshire, who is ever so slightly excited about taking on the qualifier.
Oh, I'm so excited! Never. You're going down, baby.
OK. Rachel launches herself. Gradually. Oh, then a little bit quicker. That's gravity for you. Helpful. Not so excited now. I'll warrant. OK, climbing out of the water with all the grace of a graceless thing. Strange, all of a sudden excitable Rachel isn't as excited as she used to be. How many crazy keys will Rachel get across? One. She crossed one key. Talking of one key, I bet she's feeling a little bit wonky now. Sorry, I promise no more like that, I'll stop. Excitable Rachel on the big red balls. Quick, the motivator's in motion. Oh! To be fair, the click of the motivator being released is enough to scare anyone into a futile and ill-judged jump, which that was.
Seems to me like Rachel's having a leisurely fun day out.
Rachel's developed her own ring-a-ding technique here.
Does she know that it's against the clock?
I don't know. There isn't a clock fitted. Rachel really needs to get a move on, as remember, only the fastest 12 contestants round the qualifier progress to the next round of the show. That isn't helping. It means you've got to get across the rings, Rachel.
Like a puppet on a string.
Finally, Rachel completes the qualifier in a not-so-exciting 7 minutes and 15 seconds.
Woo! I love you!
And I love you too, Rachel. And now, a very proud moment for me. After years of pestering the Total Wipeout Big Cheeses, they've done it. They've finally got royalty on the show. Yep, the next competitor is a real bona fide African prince, because his uncle is king of his village. Hang on, why am I not king of my village? In fact, who is king of my village? Oh yeah, Roger. Anyway, back to it. All hail Prince Ndubisi. From Shepherd's Bush.
So, how are Charles and Camilla doing?
I'm not that kind of prince. I'm a prince from Nigeria.
So I'm assuming you've got, like, butlers and stuff.
Well, got butlers, got drivers, got cooks, got the whole works.
Yeah, I'm gonna be your Total Wipeout Prince! Yeah!
Ndubisi's off. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's clearly not going to work, is it? There's nobody to lift him out of the water. He did that himself. Onto the crazy keys. Oh! Those foamy keys really should show him some more respect. He is royalty, after all, don't you know? If you've got a butler, why would you do this?
His Highness.
I know what's coming.
His Lowness.
Yeah, I knew she was going to say that. If this happened to Ndubisi in his own kingdom, I'm sure one of his courtiers would help him down. Sadly, they're nowhere in sight. Just must be back in Shepherd's Bush. Up next, it's 29-year-old Charlie from Croydon, and there's something not quite right about it.
Charlie, what is it you do?
I'm a microbiologist, Amanda, so I work with bacteria every day. I have a dark secret.
Oh, really?
That's what's not quite right about him.
Sorry about that. Do you need a little lie down after that?
I might just do. I'm going to lie down. You go conquer that.
Come on, I'm ready. Let's do it.
I'm putting this course to the test in the name of science for all the hairy men out there. And women.
Oh, don't mention Amanda's armpits. Right, Charlie's off. Oh, that chest hair must be waterlogged by now. Maybe it helps. I don't know. He'll be warm, like a seal. Charlie gets to his feet and charges towards the crazy keys. As a scientist, Charlie knows, of course, that what isn't held up must come down. That was Newton, wasn't it? Did he say that? I don't know. I'm no boffin, but even I know that head plus plastic-covered plank equals ouch. On the plus side, I imagine the water contains a lot of microbiology for Charlie to examine. Oh, no! Trying to hang on and failing. He'll have a lot of microbiology in his trainers by now. And now Charlie faces the obstacle that strikes fear into the hearts of hairy-chested scientists the world over. Which strategy will he go for? Will he be hair today, gone tomorrow? Oh, no! He's adopted the tripping and plummeting approach. That should put hairs on his chest. Not that there's room, really. Imagine how long it takes him to dry off afterwards. What does he use, a dryer? A towel? I don't know. Jet engine? Finally, it's the ring-a-dings. Charlie should feel right at home here, like he's swinging from vine to vine, you see? He's off. Oh, he's back again. And he's off again. And he's back again. And there we go. Oh! He must weigh like a ton now, all waterlogged. But Charlie and his chest hair complete the course in a respectable 3 minutes 32 seconds.
Yeah! It's that easy!
Hair like a man, voice like a lady.
Tell me about your chest hair. Did it weigh you down at all?
Yeah, I did feel a bit of drag, actually.
Yeah, that's enough from you, monkey boy. Meanwhile, it's all been a bit too much for Endebisi, who appears to be having a royal sleep. Wake up! Oh, the great man stirs. And falls. And now I feel bad, like I actually did that. Those ring-a-dings really are proving difficult. Silly, but difficult. A true royal variety performance there from Endebisi, who finishes with the princely time of 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Does that get the royal seal of approval?
Oh. Yes, yes, yes. Now, where are those fish?
Give me strength to think I turned down Panorama for this. Now, this is 24-year-old Cherry, a modern languages teacher from Belfast.
I'm gonna be like Speedy Gonzales. Arriba, arriba, ándale, ándale.
Is that modern language? I don't know. Right, Speedy Goncherry sped into her face there on the pontoons. She's off. Nothing can stop her. Apart from that did stop her. Yeah, her face has taken some punishment already. Right, after a slow start, she needs to be quick, she needs to be fast. And now she needs to get out of that mud. Yeah, the mud really causing Cherry problems here. She's trying to drink it all, or... Can anyone help her? Anyone? 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 Ooh, that sounds promising.
My name's Ollie, and I'm no Wally.
You'd be out there today.
I'm going to be a cross between Alfie Moon, a ninja, and just someone who's really good at doing Total Wipeout.
No good, don't worry, Cherry. No Wally Ollie is on his way. Some ninja-like jumping there, and now some Alfie Moon-like running. Onto the keys. Quick stepping technique proves ineffective. For one moment, I thought it would work. He flew like Superman and then fell like a normal bloke. To be honest, not the most heroic of squeaking noises there. I hope Cherry didn't hear it. No. Too much mud in her ears. Still waiting for rescue. Ollie the non-Wally tries the big balls. To be honest, he did look like a bit of a Wally there. Even heroes need to go forwards on the big red balls, not just upwards, sideways and downwards and splash. Right, this looks promising. A confident ninja-like jump onto the red ring-a-ding. Could he be the first person ever to conquer the... Oh. No, it's disappointing.
Always knew I had what it takes.
21-year-old student No Wally Ollie finishes the course in 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Quite impressive, and even more impressive is he managed to save Cherry. No, wait a minute. He forgot to save Cherry. What a Wally. Cherry, bad news, I'm afraid. No Wally Ollie has forgotten about you, and this is awkward. But, fear not. Speedy Gone Cherry can rely on her cat-like agility to get over the big oh. Well. But Cherry does utilise her incredible muscular flexibility. Look, her feet there, kicking the back of her own head. That's difficult. Speedy Gone Cherry finally completes the course in 6 minutes and 16 seconds. A real-life Mexican mouse would have been quicker than that. So, with 6 runners having tackled the qualifier so far, the leaderboard currently sees Man Mountain Saeed on top, No Wally Ollie in second, and Chest Hair Charlie in third. Prince Endebisi is in fourth, while Speedy Gone Cherry and Excitable Rachel are lingering at the bottom. But there are still 14 contestants to run, so it's time to crack on. So far today, it's Qualifier 6, contestants 0. What we need is someone to teach that course a jolly good lesson. And who better than today's next contender, 25-year-old Sean from Manchester, who's a maths teacher.
Me plus Wipeout equals winner!
Yeah, we'll be the judge of that, Sean, if you don't mind. Sean plus Slippery Slope equals a big splash. There you go. Sean now needs to formulate the ultimate solution to beat the crazy keys. Has he got his calculations right? Ooh, so far so good. Lucky escape for Sean, but he's still on. Looks like he's done his homework here. Maybe not. Let's see that one again. Yeah, got his working wrong there. Getting an F- for that. Sean plus crazy keys equals pain for Sean. His school report so far reads, must try harder. Sean on the big red balls. He jumps, he bounces, he splashes.
You taught those big red balls a lesson.
So can Sean be the first to traverse the ring-a-dings? 11 colourful hoops plus a 15-foot drop. You do the maths. Or math, as the Americans say. What do they say that? It's maths. Not doing too well by the looks of things. No. Yeah, no. So maths teacher Sean finishes in 4 minutes and 7 seconds, minus his dignity.
So Sean, plus the qualifier now equals...
Knackered.
Sean isn't the only teacher who's found the time to come to Argentina today. Must be the school holidays. Let's meet his rivals for title of teacher's pet, PE teacher Emily from London.
Kids, do as I say, not as I do.
And all stand please class, it's head teacher Jeremy from Norfolk.
If I don't get round the course, I'm going to put myself in detention.
All of these teachers are going to regret this. But who will be getting the gold star and who will be wearing the dunce's hat? Who will have a scrap of dignity left when they're back at school? None of them. Jeremy, though, leads by example and goes head first into the water. First, the crazy keys. Emily fares no better. Emily is given a physical education. She'll be off games for a couple of weeks. Jeremy, big balls. Sorry, sir, that sounded wrong when I said that. Jeremy trying to get down with the kids there, but a crazy legs breakdancing and ends up face down in the water. Emily's turn and she teaches us a new kneeling skid technique. Kids will have seen all of this. Can either of them do the impossible and complete the rings? Jeremy hits the deck first, closely followed by Emily. Surely these rings they're too hard. Jeremy clocks in with a time of 4 minutes and 20 seconds, just behind Emily, who completes the course in 3 minutes and 49 seconds, making her the teacher's pet and Jeremy the class clown. The teachers have had their turn, so now it's time for a student, 20-year-old Adrian from London. Does he have the confidence to defeat the qualifier?
I'm the jack of all trades, so watch this space. Shout out to everyone in my phone. Shout out to everyone who wants to be on my phone.
That'll be a yes, then.
Is there anybody that you know out straight you're going to beat easy?
Well, the girls can just move aside. They might get far-ish. Well done for the girls, but the no girls winning.
That's not very nice. What did your girlfriend think of that?
Oh, no, I'm single.
Funny that, Adrian.
I'm not Usain Bolt, I'm not Michael Phelps, but I'm close enough. Come on!
Well, I'm neither of them either. And, OK, expect Olympic-level sprinting and swimming. That actually was part Bolt, part Phelps when he started. I'm sure all you ladies out there are rooting for Adrian after his outburst earlier, including my daughters. Oh, hang on, he's hanging on. He's hanging on. He's determined. Bit of justice maybe for the ladies there. Looks like that hasn't slowed him down, though, as he powers through the water. Single Adrian looks determined at the sucker punch. Oh, I should have said Mrs. Eduardo is operating the bonus punch there today. She didn't like what he said. Single Adrian up and out the mud onto the big balls. Here we go. Oh, on the rebound? Well, that relationship didn't last very long, and now he is on the rebound.
That would make a great singles ad. Adrian falls off a lot of things, but has a great sense of humour.
He'll need that good sense of humour right now because it's ring-a-dings time. But maybe single Adrian has figured out a way to defeat these things. No, he hasn't, has he? On the plus side, Adrian hauls himself onto the podium in the fastest time of the day so far, 2 minutes 49. On the minus side, he is still single. Those ring-a-dings really are proving extremely difficult. Usually, when Eduardo finds old tyres lying around, he just tosses them onto his giant family barbecue. But not this time. His kids might be missing the distinctive taste of rubber-smoked beef burgers, but that's our game, because instead, we've got the ring-a-dings. Every technique used so far today has failed. So what approach will 23-year-old waitress Lisa use?
Are you in a little bit of a pickle, Lisa?
Nice, the upside-down approach. Yeah, another method that just doesn't really work. She didn't have to wait long before she hit the woods. If anyone can beat the ring-a-dings, surely it's Rambo. Sorry, I mean 51-year-old Ian, a photographer from Devon.
I can run 100 miles! I can usually be the best! I've been working on me guns! So let's put them to the test!
And the rings draw first blood from Rambo. So how about 31-year-old cake designer Amy from Northumberland?
Better run, run, fast as I can! You won't catch me, I'm like a gingerbread
Work those hips, Amy. Work those hips.
That's what I thought. Amy's used to dealing with a different kind of colourful sponge. Is anyone ever going to get across these rings today? The next contestant hoping to ding-a-ling-ling those ring-a-ding-dings is 25-year-old cheerleader Ellie from Blackpool.
Uncle Wipeout, here I come. Watch out, guys, I'm #1.
She's at the Crazy Keys. Oh, great recovery there from Ellie. Managing to keep her head above water. Oh, but not for long. I didn't help say what I said. No cheering necessary here. She is useless without her pom-poms anyway. I think it's even given Ellie a little shock by the look on her face. Now for the big red balls. She has composure. She has balance. And now she has a face full of water. 2, 4, 6, 8. Big ball. She doesn't appreciate... I'm not a cheerleader. What can I do?
Which way?
This way. The opposite way to the way you just came.
Despite a lack of pom-poms and direction, Ellie completes the qualifier in a time of 3 minutes and 49 seconds.
What about your big pom-poms over there, the big red balls?
I fell off everything. I was rubbish.
With 14 runners having now tackled the qualifier, the leaderboard looks like this. Top of the pile are the three Musketeers, with single Adrian just ahead of Man Mountain Saeed and no Wally Ollie. Chest Hair Charlie is in 4th. Maths teacher Sean needs to improve his grades down there in 8th. And popping up the table at this stage of the competition is Prince Ndabisi in 12th place. Next on the qualifier is 41-year-old motorbike enthusiast Jane from Dorset, whose trousers don't fit.
My name's Jane and I've got a motorbike. Today I'm going to pull my throttle and ride like the wind.
I love motorbikes too, and if I had my way, I'd let everyone go around the course on 2 wheels. It would make it better. Oh, oh dear. Anyway, bikeless, off goes Jane.
Here she comes, little bouncy Jane.
Let's hope the Crazy Keys don't stall her bid for glory. Wow! Wowzers! Straddling the Crazy Keys is not to be recommended, kids. Lucky she didn't have a motorbike, the engine would have flooded there. Still, she's undeterred and attempts the second set of Crazy Keys, which... Oh! He ends up with the same result.
I can't look.
Well, you must look. That's the whole point of this show. Double header, front of head, back of head, twice the pain, bang, bang. This is where Jane can really kickstart her challenge now on the big balls. Here we go. Oh, oh. Ooh, that looked easy peasy for us. We're sitting here watching. Painful. Kickstart Jane motors round the course in 3 minutes and 56 seconds. Will that be enough to see her through to Crash Mountain?
Oh, come down.
Good. When you were on your 2 feet standing upright, in fairness, you were pretty speedy.
Oh, good.
That wasn't very often.
No.
The next 2 contestants are here to settle an argument as old as time itself. Who would reign supreme round a course of foam plastic stupidity? PC Plod or Fireman Sam? Unfortunately, neither of them are real, so we'll never know. But in their place are 2 of Cheltenham's finest. For the old bill, it's 28-year-old Kim the Copper.
Big balls, big balls! What you gonna do? What you gonna do when it comes to you?
And for the fire brigade, it's 44-year-old firefighter and part-time window cleaner Smoking Joe.
Fire, fire! I didn't think we did balls!
Shouting. So Kim the Copper begins the battle of the services. Solid start. Onto the podium. Meanwhile, Joe's on the Crazy Keys. Oh, her hopes just got extinguished. Her long legs got her into a little bit of trouble there by the look of things. Guessing that hurt quite a lot. Kim's go now. Ow! Thank goodness there isn't an actual emergency on the course. Kim the Copper just got assaulted by a Crazy Key. Smoking Joe looks ready for a fight. Onto the sucker punch. Oh, and she gets one, taking it on the chin for her troubles. I bet she'd rather be rescuing a cat from a tree right now. But Kim back on the case and taking on the big red balls. Here she goes. Yes. Oh, weird. She aimed right between 2 of the balls. Did there used to be another one there? Has it been stolen? Or what? Was it the 1.5 is missing? Joe's go now, and forget the fire brigade, call the lifeguards. Firefighter and part-time window cleaner Joe must be used to ladders. I mean, they are central to her work. Oh, what happened there? I'm not sure I trust her with my windows or rescuing my cat. And so, Smoking Joe completes the course in 3 minutes and 23 seconds.
Well, I'll bet you've never fallen off a ladder before.
How embarrassing is that, hey?
I wonder what the boys at the station would think of that performance.
I don't think I'll ever hear the end of it.
But Kim the Copper emerges victorious with an impressive time of 2 minutes and 52 seconds. That's a win to the boys and girls in blue.
I'm here at the start of the qualifier in the presence of holiness. So, Jim from Perth, tell me, what is it that you do?
Hi, Amanda. I'm a Church of Scotland minister, and I've been one for 14 years.
Yeah, the old using the big chap upstairs to look after you trick, eh? Let's see if it works, Jim. And so Holy Jim begins his crusade. What was that? Whoop, no parting of the Wipeout Sea for him. Maybe a bit of faith will get Jim across the crazy keys. It's working, it's failing him.
Holy moly!
It hurt, that's the main thing. You need to have 90% faith, 10% pure luck, and an extra 100% of padding. Holy Jim could do with a miraculous ball crossing now. And, oh, look at that. Holy Jim has left an ungodly mess to clear up on that red ball there. It's like a chewing shroud thing going with his face on it. Will the ring-a-dings administer some treatment of their own? That was a pun. It was a pun. Sorry. Holy Jim completes the course in a time of 3 minutes and 21 seconds. That honours performance should stand him in good stead for the next next round, This is 31-year-old Barry from Leeds, and guess what his job is? Yep, he's a tennis umpire, obviously. But he used to be a wrestler. Yeah, that's enough of that, thank you. Stop it.
Can you give me a bit of a wrestling demonstration?
Don't say that! Why would you ask for that? Glad he put Amanda down before attempting the course. He's surprisingly dainty, isn't he? Delicate in his movements. Oh, right in the face! Look! Oh, that's got to be nasty. Wrestling v boxing now on the sucker punch. They say wrestling's faked, but you can't fake that, can you? It's real. He actually did fall in the mud. Bum first. New balls Barry challenges the big balls now. Fearless and hopeless. If Barry had landed on a wrestler instead of some water, that would have been a sweet move. It's got his beard wet. Take some ringing out of that. New balls Barry's final time is 3 minutes and 41, and that should just about see him through to round 2.
Pretty surprised you're still in one piece after that.
Thank you. Your concern touches me.
Last to take on the qualifier is Katie, and it says here she's the daughter of a lamb. What? Oh, beg your pardon, it says she is the daughter of Alan Lamb, the former England cricket captain. I've made a big list of cricket puns and I'm ready to use them.
Catch me, bowled over!
Oh, I'll have to cross that one off the list now. I'm just going to use it. Now that's what I call a pace attack. 100% commitment down the slide, and she's rewarded with 100% whack in the face. The sucker punch now is less leg before wicket and more leg over boxing glove.
Mr. Lamb, she's doing very well.
Yes, Katie becomes the first maiden over the sucker punch today. You see, it takes some working out. I'm exhausted. Her dad was used to small red balls. How will Katie deal with big bouncy ones? Oh, she goes for a duck. That bowling action is clearly hereditary. And look, some good spinning action at the end there too. And Katie Lammy Lamb completes her innings with a time of 3 minutes and 14.
All I can say is bring it on, Dad.
So, all 20 contestants have now run the qualifier, and single Adrian sits at the top of the leaderboard, just ahead of Kim the Copper, who's nudged Man Mountain Saeed into 3rd place. Moving further down, Katie the Lamb is in 5th. Chest Hair Charlie is in 8th, and making up the dirty dozen is Pom Pom Ellie. So, the qualifier comes to an end, and with it, so do the hopes and dreams of 8 contestants. As is customary at this point, it's time for a moment of reflection. Some slow-motion replays of those fallen by the wayside, accompanied by a soaring, emotional soundtrack. The question is, will that music be Westlife, Coldplay, or Leona Lewis? Bet your $5 it's Leona. Now, forget about what's just been lost, whether it's 8 contestants or a £5 note. Because it's time to get on with the action. It is Crash Mountain. The 12 remaining contestants now face Crash Mountain, which not a lot of people know also auditioned for a part on another BBC show.
Exterminate! Exterminate!
Having failed the audition, the Dalek reject was flown economy to Argentina and given a new lease of life. The contestants need to get across the large red walkway that goes one way, whilst an even larger red and blue battering ram goes the other. The first 5 to reach the middle of Crash Mountain will progress to Dizzy Dummies. Here's a reminder of the 12 remaining contestants. On podiums 1 and 2, Luscious Lips Lisa and Man Mountain Saeed.
I don't win, no one is.
You tell him, big guy. On 3 and 4, Kim the Copper.
This cop ain't gonna drop.
And no Wally Ollie. Making up the first half dozen, it's Holy Jim and Smoking Joe.
Adrian, your fire's going right out.
On podium 7 and 8, Pom Pom Ellie.
There may be 6 women and 6 men, but there's women going through today.
No.
And Single Adrian.
To all these haters, I was the fastest on the qualifier, so say no more.
On 9 and 10, Katie the Lamb.
You might be able to walk on water, but I can run on air.
What does that actually mean? And P.E. Emily. Making up the dirty dozen, New Balls Barry and Chest Hair Charlie.
I had a nightmare last night that the god of game shows created the most devastating game known to mankind. And when I woke up this morning, look what I found at the bottom of my bed. It's Crash Mountain! Are you all ready? Yeah! In your dreams. 3, 2, 1...
The spinning begins, which means the jumping, running and falling are now imminent. Smoking Joe gets a falling underway very quickly. Now New Balls Barry gives it a go. Maybe his arm tassels soften the fall for him. What was he thinking? Holy Jim tries the blind faith approach. Single Adrian also falls. No Wally Ollie. Looks like a bit of a Wally there. Pom Pom Ellie falls. Katie the Lamb falls. Chest Hair Charlie falls. Is there anyone left to fall? It's just Crash Mountain carnage. P. Emily, face full of plastic. Luscious Lips Lisa tries and falls. Single Adrian back for more. Swimming, that is. Oh. Holy Jim. Holy. Our Father, deliver him to the middle, please. No one's got even close yet. Could New Balls Barry change all that? No. Well, they all started off so gung-ho, but now they're looking much more anxious.
Oh my God, my legs are shaking.
Come on, someone do it, for goodness sake. Single Adrian goes for it, and he's there! First one across, and about time too. Cometh the hour, cometh the ladies' man. Is that a Buddhist mantra? Should be. It is now. So who will join that lucky so-and-so? In the middle.
How does he do it? The man never works out, always wins things.
Kim's fallen in. Now Pom Pom Ellie is on the paddle.
Come on, Ellie!
She's up. And now Ellie understands why the show's called Total Wipeout. Because she was. Totally.
Pretty good Total Wipeout.
Saeed and Lisa both jump and both fall.
2 for the price of 1!
Emily gets safely onto the paddle. Come on! Ooh. Oh, and then unsafely knocked off it. Still, only Adrian has actually made it to the centre. Who's joining me next? Now Smoking Joe launches an attempt. Nearly there, yes!
She's just redeemed herself, having fallen off a ladder.
Yeah, she's still not cleaning my windows. So Single Adrian and Smoking Joe are through. 3 places remain, but who will fill them? Will it be Pom Pom Ellie, New Balls Barry, Man Mountain Saeed, Katie the Lamb, Luscious Lips Lisa, Chest Hair Charlie, P.E. Emily, Kim the Copper, No Wally Ollie or Holy Jim. Ollie dashes across and, oh, not quite! Here comes Holy Jim. No, within touching distance.
So close, Jim.
She's back already. Emily is onto the paddle this time. Emily ducks the sweeping arm and again and again.
Come on, Emily.
She's going to have to run in a moment. No, not that moment though. Wrong one. I'm sure she'll be back for another go. Here comes Kim the Copper now. Joe the firefighter has made it on. Can Kim join her?
Come on, Kim.
Oh, call an ambulance. No Wally Ollie now. Sprints and makes it. That's 3 in the middle, 2 places left. Katie Lamb springs into action and she's across too. Effortless. 4 places taken now. When I say effortless, obviously it wasn't, it was hard. Just 1 place remains, but who will get there first? Will it be Luscious Lips Lisa, Man Mountain Saeed, Kim the Copper, Holy Jim, Pom Pom Ellie, P.E. Emily, New Balls Barry, or Chest Hair Charlie? Kim's making her bid now. Oh, and it was a losing bid. Pom Pom Ellie runs along the paddle and then veers off it. Saeed now, straight on and straight off. Charlie looking good here. And no, lost his balance at the last minute. Come on, everyone. We'll need to send out for more AA batteries to keep the thing going. Okay, Saeed's fully on the paddle this time.
If I blow you, you'll get there. Look.
Yeah. Anyway, Saeed gets to his feet and he's made it.
See? My blowing tactics worked.
Okay, let's move on, leave her unawares. So the final 5 have made it to the centre of Crash Mountain, eventually. These 5 can celebrate. But for the 7 losers, it's Buenas noches, Buenos Aires.
I'm dreading going back to school on Monday. I'm really dreading it. They're not going to let me live this down at all.
As the thing goes round, it just doesn't hold my weight. It actually gives a little bit. I wasn't expecting that, unless I'm just too fat for the machine.
So gutted I'm out. I was so close. I gave it my best shot and, yeah, I crashed out.
It was basically an experiment that went wrong on my behalf.
Today the firefighters came out on top. In reality, girls in blue do it all the time.
I think Adrian's going to win, perhaps, but it would be nice to see our good brother and friend just have a wee slip. That would be nice.
Forgive and forget, surely, Jim. Anyway, let's not worry about that lot. They're losers. Time to focus on the winners. And I've got to say, my money is on Adrian. Fastest on the qualifier and the first to ascend Crash Mountain. I bet my recently won £5 that he wins this thing. No, I bet a £5 and my car and my house and the shirt off my back that Adrian wins today's show. Easy money. Time for Dizzy Dummies. Here's how it works. The 5 remaining contestants are strapped into that fast-rotating machine for as long as Argentinian laws permit. Then, dizzy, sick and confused, they will all receive a good hosing as they make their way to the carousel goal. After getting over the goalposts, they must cross the lubed-up pipe bridge. The first 4 across then have to go through the same again, except this time, instead of the pipe bridge, they must get across the B-bridge, whilst getting dodgeballed in the novel. The last contestant is eliminated, leaving behind today's Wipeout finalists.
The qualifier, kinda tricky. Crash Mountain, taking the mickey. Dizzy Dummies, yep, you've guessed it. Time to get sicky! Are you all ready? Pass the sick bag. 3, 2, 1!
Right, a reminder of today's 5 Dizzy Dummies. He won the qualifier. He was first onto Crash Mountain. He's really good. It's Single Adrian. She's a firefighter and part-time window cleaner, and yes, she fell off a ladder in the qualifier. It's Smoking Joe.
Adrian, your five's going right out.
He's blasted his way through to Dizzy Dummies. It's Man Mountain Saeed. She's Alan's daughter and Larry's sister. It's Katie the Lamb.
Yes, we're going over.
He's a cross between Alfie Moon and a ninja. Well, according to him anyway. It's no Wally Ollie.
My name's Ollie, and I'm no Wally.
The dummies are released, and as predicted, Adrian is off to a flyer. The stragglers are still getting a hosing, but Adrian's up and already over the goalpost. My bet's looking good. Single Adrian onto the pipe bridge, waddles along. Oh, I wonder what caused him to fall there. Oh yeah, could be all the grease. Doesn't make it any easier. Back at the carousel, Joe falls, this time though not from a ladder. Saeed and Katie, synchronised falling. It's like Torval and Dean at their peak. Sort of. Top marks. Now Ollie's over the goalposts too, whilst everyone else falls around. Ollie on the pipes. Slips on the grease once again. Looking a bit of a Wally there, if we're honest, Ollie. 5'2" Saeed having a problem with the goalpost. Being small is nothing to laugh at, Amanda.
Saeed!
Go on, Saeed, show her. No! I meant show her how good small folk can be, not show her how to fall into the water. Never mind.
Adrian, the coolest cucumber in town. Oh!
Yeah, I think his cucumber just got a bit cooler. Ollie seems to be taking a little tea break here. Isn't quite demonstrating the urgency required. Come on. Or the balance. Smoking Joe makes a dash for it. And she's nearly there! Hold on, Joe! And Joe becomes the first person to make it to safety. Now Katie jumps for it. Can she hold on? Slowly edges up onto the pontoon. Yes!
Mr. Lamb, she's done you proud.
Looks like she even surprised herself with that.
Both of our girls are through to the next round of Dizzy Dummies.
I'll be honest, I'm a teensy bit concerned about my bet on Adrian now. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be okay. Okay, so now Ollie's across too. Oh! Adrian's down again.
Oh my goodness, Saeed's about to beat Adrian.
I'm guessing that gap must look pretty huge when you're 5'2". I'm taller than that, by the way.
You gotta jump, man, you gotta jump.
Saeed is now a couple of feet away from defeating today's strongest contestant so far, but he needs to make this jump. He needs to do this. He's brave. He's going to do it. And he's done it. Incredible. The Man Mountain rocks the Dizzy Dummies.
I do not believe this. That is a look of a man who has literally been beaten. You must be absolutely gutted, because I know from speaking to you this morning you had every intention of beating all of the girls, and 2 chicks have just beaten you, Adrian.
It was the Vaseline on the no, it was. Look, my hands are greasy. Do you want some?
Well, the girls had the Vaseline too.
Yeah, but I did say the girls won't win it, so Saeed or Ollie are still going to put my money on them.
Adrian!
Message to my wife, we're staying in the Tewkesbury Travel Lodge tonight, and you're going to have to pick me up. Can we get on with the second run of Dizzy Dummies, please? I'm getting cold in here, really. Round 2. There's more vomit-inducing horror at the beginning, but this time the course culminates in the blueberries. And so off they wobble. Joe and Katie charge up the slope and slide back down it. Oh, look at this. Man Mountain Saeed first over the goalposts. It's madness on the carousel, but Ollie's now over too.
Talk about the underdog.
Never write off the vertically challenged, Amanda. He'll be back. He'll be back. Ollie onto the blueberries for a split second. Now Katie.
Something tells me we're going to be here for a while.
A terrific leap from Joe. Overshot the blueberry but managed to hang on. Katie tries the same aggressive approach. Doesn't work so well for her. And despite those dastardly dodgeballers, Smoking Joe is crawling her way across the troublesome blueberries. Fighting talk from the firefight. Behind her, Ollie's now successfully on the blueberries. Ooh, fantastic leap! And Smoking Joe launches herself into the Wipeout Zone.
The firefighter's sizzling.
Saeed still struggling.
Oh, Saeed.
You got the style. You got the face. Got the mind.
Not holding out much hope for poor little Saeed.
Katie's looking to take advantage of the Man Mountain's misfortune, and she's finally on. Ollie now nearly across. No Wally Ollie joins Joe in the Wipeout Zone. That's ill-advised. I wouldn't have done that. Now Katie's on the last blueberry, but she's very wary of those dodgeballs. Saeed's still trying to mount the blueberries, to no avail. The dodgeballers wait for no one. Katie psychs herself up for one big leap. And she's done it! Katie the Lamb grabs the final spot in the Wipeout Zone, which means it's goodbye to the Man Mountain.
You know what? You're only very equal, and I don't think you really stood a chance on that particular obstacle.
Yeah, it was much harder than it looks, yeah.
You did Bangladesh proud.
Yeah, I've tried my best, yeah. So I hope I have made Bangladesh proud, yeah.
So, firefighter Smoking Joe, student No Wally Ollie, and marketing executive Katie the Lamb have made it through to today's final round, the Wipeout Zone. And like me, making my way home from our last office party, they've had to overcome water, greased up poles and giant blueberries to get there. And for that, we salute them.
It's so strange to think that there's two girls doing a guy. The boys were like, we've got it in the bag, it's going to be an all-guy final. And here we are, and it's me and Jade through.
Really feeling the pressure that there's two girls in the final. Jo in particular, I'm very scared of. She's got long legs, and she's beaten me the previous rounds.
To actually compete against a lot of men, you know, I have done that, I'm used to that.
Jo's a lot older than me. On paper, that would make me think, you know, I've got a good chance against Jo.
I am sporty, but I'm 44. I've got children the same age as some of these contestants. And let's see what happens with Ollie.
Ollie's got his game face on, and I think he's gonna try his very best for the boys.
Katie, a bit of a shock for me being in the final. She's very competitive. I think she's planning to win this tonight.
Katie's brilliant. You know, she's really pulled the stops out.
I would absolutely love to beat Ollie and Jo.
It's about winning tonight.
It's really down to me to beat these girls.
To be honest, I'm just going to go out there and give it my best.
Holding that cup up at the end of the day and saying, you know, it's me that's won this.
So this is it, the pinnacle, the apex, the peak, the summit, the highlight, the zenith. I've got a new Thesaurus app on my phone. Sorry, Angry Birds. Anyway, what I was trying to build to is, it's the Wipeout Zone. First, it's the killer surf with only a rubber ring for comfort. Then it's a hike of hell up the rapid climb, where they've got just 10 seconds to make it to the top before a tidal wave is unleashed upon them. Then balance is everything on the seesaw of truth. From there, they'll have to duck and dive to avoid the crazy sweeper. Then it's the rope swing onto the turntable and a final leap to the finish podium where the clock stops. The fastest round the course will be crowned Total Wipeout champion and walk away with £10,000.
What a lineup we have tonight. A girl, a boy, and another girl. Did I mention we've got two girls and a boy, as in 100% more girl than boy? Not that I'm showing any favouritism. Katie is the first to go. Who, by the way, is a girl.
It's the cricketer's daughter versus the mother of all assault courses.
This one's for the family.
So Katie gets the Wipeout Zone underway. She's in and swimming. But quickly onto the rapid climb. The minute she gets onto that ramp, the 10-second tidal wave countdown will begin. And there it is.
That's it, Katie. Run for it.
Well, Katie is taking Amanda's advice. She's quickly up the ramp, totally avoiding the tidal wave.
Come on, Katie girl.
And Katie progresses to the seesaw of truth, trying to balance with her heart pounding and the roar of water in her ears. The seesaw tips. Katie's looking good. Being cautious and needs to be. Next, the crazy sweeper. It's all about timing this right. Would be a miss there, but Katie survives it, managing to duck the crazy sweeper. Back on her feet, up and running for it. Come on, Katie, hurry up!
That's it, Katie. That's it, Katie. Go, 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 go!
Oh, no, the sweeper was simply too quick, and Katie just kind of threw herself into the water there.
I think she just jumped off that.
Yeah, that makes two of us, Amanda. I think she just got out of its way at the last second. Right, rope swing now. Katie prepares herself for a giant leap. She's holding on tight. And she makes it! One jump to go and it's all over. Come on. No! Hang on, Katie. She does and completes the Wipeout Zone in a very fast time. A great run. Katie the Lamb barely put a foot wrong the whole way around, except for that voluntary fall on the crazy sweeper. But will her time be enough to beat Joe and Ollie?
Enjoy that. Barely understanding a word you're saying, but it doesn't matter because you did really well. Listen, you've just done that in 2 minutes and 34 seconds. That's a brilliant time, but you do know that Ollie and Joe are coming up next, and they're both equally determined.
It's gonna be amazing.
Well, Ollie's up next. Let's watch.
50% Alfie Moon, 50% Ninja, 0% Wally. It's no Wally Ollie.
My name's Ollie Bezzard, and I'm doing this for everyone I know and love. Wish me luck.
Trademark scream there.
The flying Ollie.
And now it's a climbing Ollie. He's onto the rapid climb, so the 10-second countdown begins. Ollie literally making big strides here, and like Katie, he beats the wave. No problem for no Wally Ollie, avoiding the horror of the tidal wave. Onto the seesaw, Ollie waits for it to tip. Ooh, a little wobble, but he's still on, he's made it. Next is the crazy sweeper. This is where Katie the Lamb made her one mistake on her run. Ollie legs it, but that spinning arm is already closing in. He's going to have to duck soon. Or maybe he's not, because he's made it. Incredible. Ollie makes it in one. Yet to make a single mistake. He's only got the rope swing and turntable to go. He swings out, still holding on. Ooh, heavy landing. This is looking fast. Ollie's on the turntable. He lines himself up. Jumps, and that is a flawless run from Ollie. 1 minute 20 seconds. That's incredible. Yes! Now there is a lesson in how to do the Wipeout Zone. Ollie blasts his way past every obstacle without a second thought. Definitely part ninja and no Wally at all. It's over to Amanda to tell Ollie his spectacular time.
You're like a bullet.
Thanks very much, thanks very much. Fast and accurate, that's me.
Yeah, I kind of blinked and I think I might have missed it.
Oh, really? Don't use that fast.
He's been doing it for the boys tonight.
Yeah.
Ollie, you're one step closer to making them proud because you were faster than Katie. Hard luck, Katie. Go join the others, my darling. Well done.
Only Joe to go.
And it means yours is the time to beat, so let's watch Joe.
Let's do it, let's do it. Good luck, Joe.
Here comes the final contender, Smoking Joe. Careful on that ladder, obviously.
You, Jazzy and Judy!
Now, Joe has Ollie's time to beat, and at 1 minute 20 seconds, that is not going to be easy. That's an astonishing time in front of her. Out of the ring, into the water. It's a swim and then rapid climb first of all. She's up quickly, but Joe's going to have to keep that speed up. The tidal wave won't get a look in if she's fast enough. 10 seconds, remember. Ooh, she's taking it steady on the steep sections. Ooh, no, she's slipped. And she's sliding. And that means the wave is going to hit her. She's going to get caught.
Oh, she's past it, that's good.
Jo sticks close to the edge and misses the worst of it. But the seconds are ebbing away, along with Jo's chances of winning total wipeout. Onto the seesaw of truth. Jo looks steady on her feet there. How will she handle the tipping point in the middle? That's critical. She's past it. Nicely done. Quickly onto the crazy sweeper. She's going to have to go like a wind. This is make or break for Smoking Jo. A big mistake here and her title challenge is all over. Judging speeds, distances, the best time to run. Oh, she's ducked. Come on, Jo, come on. Oh, she ducks a second time, and this has to be it. She's got to get a move up. No, she's ducking again. Don't forget, Jo has no idea of the time pressure she's under. She didn't see Ollie's incredible run. Big push now onto the podiums. Oh, that was not Jo's best foot forwards there. So nearly out of the sweeper's reach and onto the rope swing. Jo's chances of winning are already over. She just can't catch Ollie now. Ollie can't believe his luck, or rather Jo's lack of it. Jo is up and onto the rope swing. Good swing, great landing. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Things going from bad to worse for Smoking Jo.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Oh, yes, she did. Sorry, this isn't pantomime, is it? For Jo, encouragement from the crowd. She's got her eye on that button. A quick jump, slaps the button and overshoots. A great effort from Jo, but Ollie's time was always going to be hard to beat. A slip on the crazy sweeper and a trip on the turntable, plus that over-enthusiastic finish all mean she posts a time of 3 minutes and 14 seconds.
Oh my goodness, fantastic performance from you, my love.
Oh, that was amazing. A few slips and trips, but yeah, I got here.
You've had some ups and downs?
Absolutely.
And you've had some ups and downs all day, but you kept fighting your way all the way through, just like a firefighter should, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely. I can't give up.
Oh, listen, Ollie's been fantastic tonight. You have been incredible. Your kids will be so proud of you tonight, Jo. But your fire has been extinguished, I'm afraid, because, Ollie, you are the total Wipeout champion!
So, 21-year-old business student Ollie Besant from Swindon is today's total Wipeout champion. And he is most certainly not a wallop. But he is a buffoon, a nincompoop, imbecile, doofus. It's a great app. That's all for today, but join me next time when there'll be some people falling off things. Some other people falling off things. And in a Total Wipeout exclusive, there will be some people falling off things. From Amanda and me, goodbye.